Hey guys, this is Eve with Scrapbooking with me, and we are going to do some different things today. And yes, I have my note to draw for the July winter because I forgot when I did the video, Friday? I forgot all about it. So we are going to do that. I'm going to put that note right there. Hopefully it will not blow away and I can remember to do that. I could do it right now, but I think I'm going to wait. Let's put it right there. Let's see. I've just got a bunch of things strung out here. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I'll figure out something. This is a new template that I put up in the Etsy store and the .com store, and it is 5 pages, and it's over 45 different pieces. So these are the larger tags like I like to use. These are the little tickets, and then on the edge of these tickets, if you want to change that color to match whatever you put in here, all you have to do is click on it, and up at the top you'll see that little circle, color circle. Click on that color circle and then go over to the left and choose your color that you want to change it to. That's all you have to do to change those. Same thing here. Click on these and go up to that little color circle and then go over and change it to whatever color you want, because your image is going to drop in here. So you want to match these up with your image. That's why I didn't go ahead and make them a color, because you want to match them up with your image. So same thing on this one. And then these are your tabs, and they will load the right way up. Like this one will load up that way, that one will load, let's see, this one, let's fold it. This one will load this way, that one will load that way. So when you fold them, the image is going to be the right way up. I'll get that out right in a minute. And then these are just some little, looks like they've been torn out of a notebook. I use these for journaling cards. And then this one has a lot of different things on it. It's got some smaller pieces, some tabs, and then some banners. This is like a bookmark, but you could use it, you know, in your journal, in your pocket, and then some different size tags and things. This is a larger flag or tag or whatever you call that, flag. Now, don't be fooled by where these separate here. They're not separated there. They're actually the whole, this goes all the way down. For some reason, this is the placeholder that Canva puts in, and for some reason, I don't know why they think they have to put that cloud on there, but that cloud's very confusing. See, this goes all the way down like this. So there are no gaps in these. They're whole. When you put your image in there, it'll be a whole image. It won't have a gap in it like that does. And then these are the pockets, 4 pockets. And that's a good size for your journals. These are the size pockets that I use in my journals all the time. These are, get your ruler the right way. These are 5 inches, so a 5.5 or 6-inch journal, they'll work great on. So that's 5 pages of those, and like I said, they're in both places, my Etsy store and on the .com. So you can go and grab those if you want. And then I wanted to show you a shirt. I went ahead and ordered a shirt because I wanted to see what the texture was and what the grade of the shirt is and that kind of thing, so that I could tell you guys. And this is one of the shirts that I have made. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's what I feel like some days. But believe me, now this is a 3X because I love large shirts. And I'm a large woman anyway. But this is a 3X and it fits me. It's really big. But I mean, it doesn't fit me too big. It's just big like I like it. So I would say that when you order your shirts, order them the size that, when you're ordering off of my Etsy, order them the size that you wear, because they should fit fine. The quality of these shirts is fantastic. I mean, it is a nice quality. They're not too thick, but they're not thin at all. They're very good feeling shirts. So I wanted to let you know that. And all of these are on my Etsy. Now, the ones that we put on Amazon, those are a little bit cheaper made. So I don't know if I'm going to continue with Amazon or not, because I've had a couple of people that weren't satisfied with them and they sent them back. And I don't blame them. If it's not the right texture and not the right quality, then yes. But that's why I went ahead and ordered one of these. This is off my print on demand that goes through my Etsy. And they are a very good quality. Very good quality. I was very happy and pleased when I got this in the mail this morning. But yeah, that's what I feel like most days right there. It's all fine, just leave me alone. Okay, and I think this is the, I want to say this is the mint color, I believe, teal mint. I don't know, but anyway, I love that color. So, wanted to show you that. See how long it is? Look at this. I love it. I could almost wear it for a dress if I was a little bit shorter. Okay, so that is the two things I wanted to let you know about. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use some of these scraps that I've got here, and I'm going to make some more pockets and tags and things like that because I need to finish up a couple of journals so that I can get them in the mail tomorrow. And I just like just a few pieces, and most of the pieces that I like are pockets. I've got quite a few tags, but I do need more pockets, so I'm just going to grab a few things and we're going to get started. And then we're going to draw. We're going to draw and put that right there. Don't lose it. Let's see. What shall we do first? I'm going to do this first just because I've got this big piece of paper here. This is just one of those big AT&T envelopes. Somebody sent me this one. We don't get these, but someone sent this one to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this all the way across there. Just going to glue it down. Now I printed this on 28-pound HP 28-pound printer paper. So if you're wondering what I print on, that's what I normally print on for my digitals. Now someone did ask me why I didn't print on 32-pound paper or a heavier cardstock paper since I, put the backing on my tags and things. So why don't you just print on the heavier paper and then you won't have to do that? Well, I would still do that anyway. There's a couple of reasons. One, I would still do that anyway because I don't like the white background that a paper would have or a cardstock would have, unless you print on colored. And the main reason that I don't do that though is because heavier paper, the heavier the paper is, the harder it is on the rollers in your printer and the faster your printer is going to wear out. So I print so much that I don't want to wear my printer out no faster than I normally do. So that's the main reason why I don't. Plus, I kind of like backing things, It doesn't bother me. But that's the main reason, is because I don't want my printer to wear out so fast. So I'm going to glue that down right there. And then, like I said, if you print it on white, 32-pound white paper, then I would still cover the back anyway because I don't like the back of my tags to be white. I'd still cover it with something. Okie doke. I'm going to trim. I think I might wrap this around. Let's see. Yeah, and I'm just going to cut this top part off right here, I think. And I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. I'm trying to decide exactly what I want to do with this because I really don't know at this point. We'll see. We shall see. I may just put it on the inside here. I should have really cut that envelope off even before I started this, but I didn't. So cut yours off even. But I'm going to try my best to fold it even. And that way it'll look like I cut it even when I didn't. Even. How many times can you say even? Let's try that. Yeah, that looks like I cut it right, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Maybe. Okay. I'm not going to worry over it too much. think it will be okay once we finish. And I'm just going to glue these down. Aaron is texting me saying, look what I've done today, Nene. He has been cleaning today. They have been out of town, and so when they get back, he does all the cleaning and washing clothes and putting clothes away and bringing everything in from the RV and all of that. So he's been working today. And he likes to send me his list so that I can brag on him a little bit. And I like for him to send it to me too. So let's see if this is going to be wide enough. Nope, that won't work. I'll have to get something a little bit bigger. I'm just going to tear this off and we'll use this. And I should have took that out from under it to tear it, but I didn't. Don't do like I do. Do like I say do. Used to be what I told my girls. I'd say, don't do like I do. Do what I tell you to do. They'd be like, okay, Mother, good grief. All right. I'm going to put this on the inside, I think. I'm going to go up a little bit, just so I'll have a little bit to put on the inside there. And we'll cut it off right here and right here. And I'm just going to tear it. I know I probably won't tear it straight, but it'll still work. Straight-ish. So what are you guys doing? What have you been doing all weekend? I came out here over the weekend, but I didn't get to do videos. I had some other paperwork and things I had to get done, so I worked on that all weekend. I'm going to tear that off a little bit more. It's a little bit long still. I get so tired of paperwork, I'm telling you. Oof. I'm going to put a little ink around this because where I tore it, you can see that white core in there. Yeah, I would love to be able to just hire an accountant full-time and just send all my paperwork to them and let them do it, sort it out, but that costs a ton of money. I have an accountant for the end of the year, and she helps me some during the year, but she's not on retainer, so I can't afford to hire somebody to put on retainer because good grief, it's expensive. So I just do it myself, and sometimes I let it get piled up like I did this past month, and so I had to get it all done before the next month starts up, because September is going to be here before we know it. Let's see if I can just put that, hold that just a little bit. Come on. Okay, it's not wanting to fold like I want it to, so hold on. Just hold on. So I did that, and what else did I do? I did some more digitals. Got 2 more sets of digitals coming up that I'll be showing you guys before long. So that's basically what I did. I'm just going to squirt some glue in here. It's not going to take a lot just to hold that down. And then the same thing right here. And I watched a couple of YouTube videos on something that I was wanting to try. So I watched a couple of videos and I was like, I did not when they finished, I just looked at the TV and said, I did not understand any of that. So I don't know if I'll be trying that or not, because so far I haven't found a video that actually explains it step by step. They go through it so fast. I don't think they really want to teach you. They just go through it so fast and you're like, what? What did you say? I guess they look at my videos and think, man, you're slow. But I want you to know what I'm doing. I don't want to fly through here and you not know what's going on. But yeah, I don't really appreciate them that, you know, they have this big title and they say, oh, we're going to teach you 10 different ways to do so-and-so. And then when you watch the video and you get finished, you're like, what? They don't give you 10 different ways. They just sling things around on their computer and they go real fast. And I'm like, man, my brain don't function that fast. Maybe my brain's just too old to comprehend anymore. I don't know. Okay, so what we did here, out of all of that, what we did here, and don't fold this until it dries, but I did, you know I did. I've got 2 pockets, so I've got a pocket here and a pocket here, and we'll punch a little tab in it. And then on this side, you can write on that, and this can just slide down in a pocket. So one of those pockets like I did for the template, it can just slide right in there. Pull it out and you can have all kinds of good things here. Let's see if we can punch this in a right, similar to right location here. There we go. And then I'm just going to put a little bit extra ink right there just to kind of disguise that. And there we go. So you got your little pockets here that you can slide goodies down in. And you can glue that down through there on the inside if you want. I'm not. I'm just going to leave it as is. And then this will go, and you could clip it together if you wanted to keep it clipped. I've got, whoops, dump them out. I've got more of these little tiny binder clips on the way too. Sometimes they're a little bit aggravating, but sometimes they work really well. That one actually worked. And I've got it folded crooked. That's what you get from trying to fold while it's wet. Okay, let me try to fix that. Okay. So I think we'll put a little label here, and that might be all that I do on this because I don't want to cover up those flowers. See if I have a label in here that'll work. We'll just cut this one out. You could put all kinds of things on them, but I'm just going to go with one label, and then when I start to put it in a journal, I may add something else to it, maybe on the inside or the back or whatever. Okay, there we go. Now you could put a larger clip on this, or a little binder clip, and then have a charm hanging from it if you want, and you can still slide it down in your pocket. That would be cute too. So that's that. This, I think I'm just going to use it for a pocket. This is just a part of an envelope, and I'm going to use this for the top. So we'll just cover it with some paper. See if I have a piece. This is pretty paper. I think that was one of your freebies, and then the digital that I have coming tomorrow, it's going to be a whole set of this. So it's all different colors of like the Botanical like that. Now on this, you don't have to fold this around. I'm going to, just to, simply because I've got the extra paper, but you don't have to. And let's see. I don't know if I'll fold this inside or not. It's going to depend on how it folds. Nope, you know what? I'm going to fold it around because I don't want that to be a double pocket anyway. If you wanted it to be a double pocket, you could fold it on the inside there, and then you'd have two pockets, one here and then one back here, but I don't want it to be a double. Somebody remind me to replace my glue. I'm running out. I used to have an admin that she knew that I was diabetic, and she knew that I would get busy and forget to eat. And so that was back when I was doing videos like every day. And she, every day after my video, she would send me a message and she'd say, "Go eat." Every day she would do that. She would remind me. She passed away a few years ago, and I sure do miss her. We were friends for a long, long time. She lived in Canada, and we were friends for a while. Let's see, that's the up, isn't it? She's the one that helped me start out my first company. All right. So there is a pocket. Just find some little something to put on there. These are just some little scrap labels that I've got from different places that are not completely cut out, and I've just got them in there until I can finish them up and sort them, which probably will never happen. I don't know if this is going to be the right kind of blue. It'll work. We'll put a little ink over it. It's more of a almost a purplish blue, but we're going to use it. And I'm just going to put that right there. Sometimes just that tiny little label is all you need. Okay. Oh, don't fall off. All right, let's see what else we can make. This is the long envelope that someone sent me, and I think we might make a little trifold out of this. Now I'm going to mark that phone number out right there because I have no idea whose it is. I'm going to mark it out because I don't want everybody in the world to see it. So let's see, what shall we do? I don't want my paper all the way because it would make this way too thick. So I'm just going to fold it somewhat near straight. Okay, that looks good enough, I think. This is still a little bit off, but we'll manage it. Okay, now we need to cover this with paper, and I'm just going to use some scraps and cover like this side, that, and I'll cover some with some paper that you can write on, so that way we'll have them all covered up. Let's see, these are actually in little squares here, or triangles, not triangles. Rectangles. I do know my shapes sometimes. I'm tired today for some reason. Okay, so let's put that there. And I think I'm just going to put it at the edge and then trim it off. And this will be a little off center, and that'll be good. Sometimes when you try to center things up, or at least me, I get them off center and then they look horrible. So it's better just to intentionally put them off center than it is to try. Let's go this direction with it. And then these edges, we can put some ink on those, so we'll end up covering those. I'll open this up so I can trim it. Try not to trim my envelope open. So we are going to open it, but we're not going to open it at the sides, hopefully, unless I accidentally do it. So that's one cover there. Now let's put something here. And I am not sure where these papers come from. They were probably a freebie from somebody. I just found them in my stash when I was going through this morning. So I pulled them out. They're not mine, I know that. Okay. But they're very pretty. Because the journal I'm working on has got blues and greens in it, so I was just mainly looking for blues and greens and a little bit of purple. There we go. Alright, we got that one, and let's cover this one. Might as well just stay with the theme. And you could cover the whole thing if you want. I just didn't want that extra bulk when I was folding, so that's why I didn't. I'm going to go this way so I can get that butterfly in there. I'm having a really hard time today with my TN. It is, ooh, it's hurting like nobody's business. I don't know, and it, you know, it hurts whether I do a video or I don't do a video, so it's not like I'm making it hurt more. I hurt whether I'm sitting or working or doing whatever, so I just might as well stay busy. But I don't know if I aggravated it more somehow. Maybe something I ate or chewed or whatever, but I don't know. But today it has been giving me fits. There we go. Got that one covered. So on the inside, I think I'll put paper that you can write on. Oops, that's not a big enough piece. So let's use some of this. I've got to go back to the doctor tomorrow, and I'm hoping he's going to refill my medicine and give me some a little bit stronger, because I really don't think what he's got me on, oops, I really don't think what he's got me on right now is strong enough. It lasts for a little while, and then it's gone. So I really think it needs to be a little stronger. And I have a very high tolerance to medicine anyway, so. But anyway, so if I sound a little bit off, that's it. I'm tired because I didn't sleep real well, and then I've been doing some things today that I don't normally do, and then I've just been hurting a little bit. Well, I've been hurting quite a bit, but anyway. I'm going to go get my heat pad when I get finished with the video and get my heat pad on and see if that'll help me a little bit. Alright, we are going to trim this and pull it down just a little bit. I'm going to trim it right there and right there. And I think I am going to use my trimmer for this. Okay, that should be that one. And let's see if we can get one out of this. It'll go right there, too. And I don't know if I'll get these completely straight, but if I don't, we're going to use ink to fix it, so not to worry. I know I didn't get that side straight. I can see it from here. There we go. And then one more, this one right here. told my son-in-law, he was here this morning working, I said, you would think with, you know, because I don't feel like eating when this really flares up like this. And I said, you would think that I would lose a lot of weight, but I'm not. I'm not. I think I can just drink water and gain weight. There we go. So let's put that down. Yeah, I'm going to put some ink around it just because I think it'll look better, and then I'm going to ink around the edges of the envelope, and I may do that after I get this on. And I sure don't feel like eating anything that you have to really chew. I've been eating like mashed potato, a few mashed potatoes, and then I ate some soup. And I'm about sick of soup, so just trying to eat soft stuff for a while. There we go. And for any of you who have TN, I know some of you have told me that you have it. I'm so sorry. I know exactly what you're going through. A friend of Alicia's messaged her over the weekend and said that she's a physical therapist, and she was at some seminar, and she said, Alicia, there was a lady that stood up at this seminar and was talking, and she grabbed her jaw, and she said, I'm so sorry. I'm having a bad time with my trigeminal neuralgia, and she said, I'm just going to have to sit down. And she said, I was talking to her after the seminar, and she said she was giving me some ideas of some things that she takes for her, some natural things. And she said, I thought about your mom. So she sent me all the links to everything. So I've got them ordered. I'm just going to see if they'll help me. Okay, I think I'm out of glue. I'm going to have to do something else with the other one. One more. There we go. Well, those are cute. Now you can journal right on the inside. And then you've got the outside covered. I think it goes that way. Got the outside covered. And then we're just going to put a little label on some of these, and that's going to be it. I'm going to clip that together just so it'll stay together while I put a label on it, or a butterfly or something. Oh, that's cute, but it's almost the same color of that, isn't it? Might go with the dark one on one. Let's see, I think I'll go with that dark one on there. So my videos for a while may be kind of short. Oh, Edith, you're out of glue. Try to get them up, but they may be a little short. Okay, I like that. And then we'll put something here. I think I might put that one there. Cute. And then let's put one here. I want to put that one so bad, but it's the same color, so it's not going to work. And the green's not going to go. Let's see what other we have in here. I've got so many labels that are already cut out that my buddy cut out for me, but this is a little pack that I just found here and there. Found a label here and a label there, and I just kept putting them in here, and I thought, I'm going to use those up first. And then you could always put, you know, something small on these if you wanted. I've got these little teeny stickers. I never know what to do with them, but they're pretty good for something like this. Just put it right there in the corner. This one we might put it up there. And then this one, we'll put this one down here. I think that made that pretty. And let's put this little butterfly on there. Let's put him down here. He's getting ready to get all of those flowers. So there we go, and we can slide that down into a pocket too if we want. And you could put a little string around it and tie it if you wanted to. I may put a little paper clip on it. You thought I forgot to draw for the July winter, didn't you? I did, but I came back. So these are the orders for July. And I'm just going to turn my head and pull one out. It has to be over $35 order. And if it is, then you win a $50 gift certificate to the store. So I've got my head turned. I hope you can hear that I got my head turned. I'm going to flip through. Right here. I think I got two. Okay, this is $35 or more. And it's Katrina West. Katrina West. I'll put her name right here and also below. If you will email me to the email address that'll be right below your name and let me know that you heard this, then I will send you the link for your $50 gift certificate. All right, we've got three different things finished. I think that's all that I'm going to do right now. And we will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.